קצר. תגידי רק מתי אפשר להתחיל.
כן, עוד שנייה אחת, אני מקבל פוקוס.
אחר צהריים טובים, מסיבת עיתונאים לקראת המשחק, משחק הבית האחרון נגד הפועל באר שבע. נמצא כאן עידן נחמיאס, הוא המאמן. נתחיל עם עידן, נשחרר אותו ואז נעבור למאמן. אז שאלות בבקשה אליכם.
עידן, שני המשחקים האחרונים נגד הפועל באר שבע ככה הותירו אותם מאוד לא נעים בפה. זה סוג של שני המשחקים שגמרו לכם בעצם את העונה, גם הגביע, גם ההפסד ההוא בליגה. מה מנסים להשיג מהמשחק מחר?
תשמע, אני חושב בסוף שאנחנו באים לכל משחק ורוצים להשיג את ה3 נקודות. אנחנו באים לנצח בכל משחק שאנחנו מגיעים. אני חושב שכל בן אדם ספורטיבי ירצה לבוא ולנצח כל משחק. אנחנו באים לנצח את המשחק מחר.
הייתה אבל תחושה באמת, תחושה קשה אחרי המשחק בגביע, אתה יודע, מראות שלא ראינו כבר הרבה זמן, גם מהקהל, אתה יודע, הרי העונש שהם קיבלו זה בגלל אותו משחק בגביע. תחושה כזאת באמת לא נעימה, שהצלחתם אולי לשפר אותה מן הסתם, גם הדרבי, גם הניצחון נגד מכבי חיפה, איזו מין אווירה יש עכשיו?
תשמע, קודם כל ברור שהייתה תחושה קשה, כי מועדון כמו מכבי תל אביב בסוף מסיים עונה בלי תואר, אז מן הסתם העונה תהיה מאוד קשה. בטח האווירה הכללית, אף אחד פה לא נהנה מהעונה הזאת בסוף. תמיד המועדון הזה שאף לתארים והביא תארים, והשנה לא הצלחנו להביא את זה. ובאמת נעשה הכנה לעונה הבאה, ובעזרת השם יהיה יותר טוב.
אתם מודעים לזה שיש תרחיש שמקום שני, זאת אומרת הקבוצה השנייה בישראל, אם זה לא יהיה גביע של באר שבע אלא של חיפה, מקום שני בסבירות לא נמוכה, מתחיל את עונה הבאה בסיבוב שלישי של קונפרנס ליג, בעצם מדלג על 2 סיבובים, אם זה יאתם אז בכלל, אז גם כמדורגים. זה אומר להתחיל את העונה באוגוסט במקום ביולי, זאת אומרת זה משמעותי, המקום השני הופך להיות הרבה יותר משמעותי עכשיו.
כן, חד משמעית, בלי קשר לקונפרנס ליג, המקום השני הוא משמעותי כי אנחנו רוצים לבוא ולנצח כל משחק עד סוף שנה, וה6 נקודות האלה יהיו קריטיות לנו, כמו שאמרת על המקום השני גם, ואנחנו נעשה הכל בשביל להשיג אותה.
עידן, אפשר כבר, אני חושב מבחינתך, לסכם את העונה הראשונה שלך במכבי תל אביב. אני חושב שהמסקנה אולי הכי נכונה מבחינתך זה, בניגוד לקריית שמונה, מכבי תל אביב זה מועדון שלא מחכה לשחקן שהוא יוצא החוצה מאיזושהי סיבה. פה צריך כל משחק לשחק, גם אולי על רגל אחת. אחרת מאבדים את המקום.
תשמע, אני יכול להגיד לך שאני כל משחק עשיתי מאמץ אדיר בשביל לשחק אותו, וגם כשנפצעתי התעקשתי לשחק, ובסוף יש דברים שלא בשליטתך. אז זה אין ספק, זה נכון מה שאתה אומר, לא רק למכבי תל אביב, זה נכון לכל מועדון. אבל אין ספק שפה שהתחרות הרבה יותר גדולה, אז אתה לא רוצה להפסיד שום משחק, כי מישהו אחר יכול לבוא ולשחק במקומך ולהיות טוב. וכן, אין ספק שבסוף השנה הזאת שנת למידה הייתה.
לא דיברנו איתך באופן אישי, אבל אחרי המשחק בחיפה, מניח שהרגשתם יותר מדי טוב, כאילו זה היה באמת נכון שמכבי חיפה אלופה, אבל הרגשתם טוב שם, אני מניח לנצח אותם בערב הזה.
אני חושב שתמיד כיף לנצח, ובטח משחק הזה נגד מכבי חיפה בחוץ. ברור ששמחנו על הניצחון, אבל עוד פעם, אתה יודע, גם ההפסד בחצי גמר גביע וגם זה שבסוף אנחנו לא מתמודדים על האליפות, אז זה משהו שגם בראש שלנו.
תגיד, לסיום, אוטוטו מזמינים את הסגל לנבחרת החדשה, היית שם מעט עד עכשיו, זו אחת המטרות אולי גם למשחקים הקרובים מבחינתך, להראות ליוסי בניון, לאלון חזן, שיש סיבה להזמין את עידן נחמיאס לנבחרת?
כן, חד משמעית. אני בטוח שכל שחקן בסוף רוצה לייצג את המדינה שלו. אני אחד שתמיד ארצה לייצג את המדינה. אני מקווה באמת לעשות משחקים טובים, שיראו, שיבינו שאני גם צריך להיות שם, ויש דברים שלא תלויים בי.
תודה.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What happened to Stefan? Where is Stefan? Sick?
That's a problem. today.
So as I asked Idan, the last two games against Be'er Sheva left a bad impression. You were able to fix it with the derby and with the win against Maccabi Haifa, but still, maybe this is the time to get the revenge on Be'er Sheva.
Jeste, izgubili smo posljednje dvije utakmice od Berševe.
Yes, we lost last two games against Be'er Sheva.
Ali isto tako, posljednju utakmicu protiv Haifa smo pokazali da imamo kvalitet i snagu da pobjedimo.
But we show in previous games that we have a quality and that we can offer a good
Ja
game.
sam rekao i pre utakmice protiv Haife da je time za pobjedu protiv Haife, tako isto kaže da je vreme da pobjedimo i Berševu.
And as I was told you before Haifa game that it is time to win Maccabi Haifa, this is what I say now. It is time to beat Be'er Sheva.
Zašto smo on zaslužili, bez obzira na sve kompletnu situaciju, mislim da su zaslužili pored ovih igara.
I think that we deserved. Yeah, we deserved in previous period with our games and with our attitude at the training that we can hope to win the game.
Last game against Maccabi Haifa was one of your good games since you came to Maccabi Tel Aviv, and it left a really good impression also on the fans. You were able to make them happy in the day that the other fans were supposed to be the one that happy. But I think that maybe now, when you go back to Bloomfield for one last time as a home game, it's time to send them home with good feelings. It's something that maybe is in your head also.
Mislim da mi igramo, cijelo vrijeme igramo dobro.
I think that all of the time we play good.
Ako ćemo da analizirat ćemo poslije ove dvije utakmice sezone.
If we are to analyze game, and we will analyze the whole season after these two games, of course.
Činjenicama da su na malim utakmicama, po znacima navoda, falili su nam golovi, ali igrali smo dobro.
It's a fact that we missed goals in those so-called small games. Yes.
I naravno uvijek se vraćam na tu utakmicu u Be'er Shevi gdje smo zaista svi podbacili.
And of course there is a game against Be'er Sheva away game that we were bad. We were not so good. Yes.
A to pokazuje i činjenica da smo kad smo došli koliko smo imali navijača i koliko danas imamo navijača na našem stadionu ili na strani kad igramo.
But generally speaking we are playing good and one of the proof for that is the number of fans that are coming to our games. We are ever increasing. We have ever increasing number of fans in each game to come.
Znači da su igrači svojim ponašanjem, igrama i rezultatima vratili te navijače na tribini.
So most likely the players and the way we play are getting back the fans on the stadium.
Tako da i sutra očekujem da Bloomfield bude koliko god može pun, bez obzira što ne može deo tribine da će biti prazan.
So we expect same for the tomorrow game. We expect the stadium to be full as much as possible.
I naravno očekujem maksimalnu koncentraciju od igrača i da pristupe utakmici kao i poslije vrijeme.
And of course, I expect the full concentration from my players and to be on the level of the previous games.
After the game in Haifa, after the win, at night, I spoke with one person who is close to you, and he said to me, if Mladen goes home after this season, he will go with pride. He will go with the head up, especially after winning Haifa derby 5-0, and the fact that in the last 20 games in the table, you are first, not Maccabi Haifa. What do you feel about that?
Činjenica da je tako, ali malo stvari pričamo o tome, što i nije ni bitno u momentu, ali na kraju sezone ćemo, kažem, pričati o tome.
That is the fact, but we will speak after the season, after these two games, we will see how it will end.
I naravno da nam je trebala ovakva u jednoj velikoj utakmici, ovakva igra i ovakav rezultat, da stavimo do znanja da ovi momci ipak imaju neki kvalitet.
Of course, we are happy about the result against Maccabi Haifa. We are proud of this win, and we need it as a team and the players to have self-confidence again and to prove themselves that they have a quality.
A naravno i moj stav na čelu sa mnom da konačno da malo ima se respekta i prema nama.
Of course, also for myself and my coaching staff to have a little bit more respect from the audiences and from the others.
Okay, so you want to speak I understand after the last game. I want to ask about the decision sometimes to play with Jovanovic and Perica together. In the last game, you started only with Perica. What is the reason that you changed? And maybe if you have a conclusion, what is better to Maccabi? Maybe to open with one striker and 5 players in the middle?
Suština je da ja volim da igram ofanzivni fudbal.
I like to play offensive,
I naravno disciplinu igre.
of course, with discipline.
A da li igramo sa 2 špice ili sa 3 špica, totalno je, to je možda na prvi pogled je ljudima bitno, za mene nije i za moj stav, zato što radimo dosta radimo na analizi.
For me personally, it's irrelevant if we play with 1 or 2 strikers. We go game by game.
I to su neke stvari koje možda i javnosti ne zna, da je Đole imao malo problema i sa zadnjom ložom.
Yeah.
I nismo htjeli da rizikujemo.
And also there are many different things. For example, Jovanovic was having some minor issues for this Maccabi Haifa game, overloaded, a little bit hamstring problems. So we decide game by game.
A isto tako imali smo u jednom momentu i Rikana i Almonga i Kuvasa koji se pojavili sa dobrim radom, dobrim treningom, dobrim odličnim ponašanjem. Na treningu smo dali signal da su oni ti koji u tom momentu mogu da igraju.
Also, some of the players during the week in the training process showed that they are in a good shape, that they train very well, and that we can count of them as Rikan, Kuvas, Almog. So they put themselves in for the starting lineup.
A što se tiče i da imam još jednu, nije problem sa 3 špica i da igramo. To je totalno nebitno kad defanzivno ispunjavaju zahtjeve.
Yeah. The system is not so much relevant to us. We go game by game. Maybe if we have another good striker, maybe we will start with 3 strikers in some of the games.
I want to ask you about Kuvas and also about Eilon. As you said yourself, after also Netanya and also Haifa, you were impressed by Eilon, and Kuvas was very good against Maccabi Haifa. And the question is, why do you think they showed up so late in the season? Why not before?
Very good question. I can ask you also.
Very good question.
I am coach. They is player.
No, but you were there every day in training. You see them every day.
Training is time when you show me what you can.
So do you feel that before they didn't show you this ability that they are showing now?
Nekom treba malo vremena, nekom treba da ranije dođe u situaciju da da ono što može, a neko poslije.
Somebody is early there on our demands, considering the games demands, etc. And somebody needs some more time to understand the demands of the game.
Ali nije sporno da nemaju kvalitete, to je sigurno da imaju.
There is no doubt that they are having quality, and as soon as they show the quality, they were in.
So maybe the problem of Mladen Krstajic is that you didn't have enough time with this team?
Ako sam ja problem, to je najmanji problem.
Maybe. If I'm the problem, it's the smallest issue.
Not sure, to nije problem.
I want to ask about Oscar. You gave him to play from first minute, and last game he started on the bench. He came inside and scored a goal. This is something that maybe you thought to continue with only 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or it's also like you spoke about Jovanovic, that he has some problem and this is why he started on the bench?
Mi nismo Oskara zvali da bi imali, ni Oskar ni maloga Baja, nismo zvali da bi imali neki alibi. Ni moj stav, naravno.
We didn't call young players in the first team to have some kind of alibi.
Mi imamo iskustvo iz Srbije. Partizan i Zvezda su veliki klubovi gdje guraju mlade igrače.
We have good experience from back home, big clubs, as Maccabi here, Red Star Belgrade or Partizan Belgrade. Their regular practice is to include the best talents from the youth academies in the first team.
Kod nas u Srbiji ima pravilo u savezu da se igra jedan igrač ispod 21 godine.
Although there is some rule in Serbia that you must have some of the players under 21 in the starting lineup.
Ali mi smo to prenijeli ovdje, bez pravila.
And here, without a rule, we wanted to implement this kind of thinking, you know.
Zato što mali ima Oskar. Oskar Mali ima kvalitet i on i Baje.
So we choose several players that we are sure that they have a quality like Bahia and Oscar to be included in the first team, and they deserve to play and play.
I uvijek sam volio mladi igrači, uvijek ću voliti mladi igrači da rizikujem sa njima.
Me personally, I always was a liked young players, and as soon as I see some young talented player, I try to find him the way to play.
A naravno moj zadatak je kao šefa da ga usmjeravam dalje kako će da napreduje kao igrač i da mu dajem minutažu koju ja mislim da treba da daje.
And considering to this, I find some appropriate time for them to play. Sometimes it's a full game, sometimes I think it's 10, 15, 20 minutes, so we go game by game.
I oni to razumiju obodvojica u ovom momentu, što je mnogo dobro, znači da su deca na zemlji i to je mnogo bitno za Makabi i za budućnost izraelskog fudbala.
And both of them understand this perfectly, which is very good for them. That means that they are with both feet on the ground and they respect this, and we are progressing them.
I want to ask about Golasa. He played as number 6 instead of Glazer in the last game, and he maybe was the best game of him this season. Maybe this is the place he should play, and because of Glazer he cannot play in this position.
Yes, Golasa je dobro odigrao zadnje par utakmica što je igrao.
Golasa played very good last few games that he was.
Iskusan igrač, zna timing ritma utakmice.
He is very experienced player. He understands the timing of the game very good.
I mnogo je važan za ekipu.
And he is very important for our team.
Imali smo problem kad smo u početku došli da je bio malo i povređen, pa bilo je oko korone situacije, pa oko bolesti, vraćao se a to je ritam, drugi igrači su koristili priliku.
He was somewhat unlucky when we came in the club. He has some corona issues, some minor injury issues, and in this period of time other players showed to us that they need to play with a good form of their. So that was the problem with Golasa in this period of time.
Samo je to, nažalost, problem bio što nije ranije skočio i pokazao ono što jest.
And that was a so-called problem with Golasa, that he wasn't earlier included in the starting lineup or playing more games.
Last thing, we saw Maccabi win in Haifa. We saw Maccabi lose to Beersheva and to other clubs. Which is the real Maccabi Tel Aviv? Which is Maccabi? Maccabi who played in Haifa and won 3-1, or Maccabi who lose to Beersheva?
Suština je svega da mi imamo 2 utakmice do kraja.
We have 2 games to play more.
I suština je da mi ove 2 utakmice moramo maksimalno ozbiljno da priđemo i da odradimo onako kako treba da odradimo.
And we are maximally concentrated for these 2 games. We want to be as good as possible.
Drugačije pričali da su mi one šanse koje smo imali na malim utakmicama iskoristili, šta bi danas bilo i kakva bi konferencija bila.
Yeah. It could be a different story if we won some of the small games that we lose, and we had several chances in each of these games. If we scored those goals, now the situation would be much different, of course.
I to nisu bile naše loše utakmice, nego nismo dali golove iz 5 šansi.
It's hard to say that those games we play bad and Maccabi Haifa great, but also in those games that we lost, most of them we had several chances that we could close the game easily.
Na malim utakmicama po znacima navoda je bez igre morali da pobediš, zato što si Maccabi, zato što si najbolji u državi.
Also, we understand that if you are Maccabi, you must win those so-called small games, even if you are not playing excellent. You need to show the quality and to close these games.
Tu se dobija prvenstvo, a ne u Haifi. U Haifi se dobija prestiž.
In games like against Haifa, it's for prestige, but to win a championship, you must win all the small games, so-called small games.